Taking a live look outside with Live Cam. We are starting this Thursday morning, and Mike will join us real quick in a little bit just to give us our forecast.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you at 6 a.m. on your Thursday. It is April 11th.
Thank you for starting this morning with us. I'm just happy to be here with Mark Austin and the whole gang.
We're glad you're here too. You and I have never anchored together, but we've worked together quite a while.
A long, long time.
Yes, she was a morning show producer, and now here she is.
Now here I am.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be here with you guys.
I'm glad you're here too, Erica. All right, Mike's over to our right here, and he's talking to us about the temperatures. Oh, hi. Hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm glad to be here with you too.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And yeah, it's a jacket and sweatshirt kind of a morning. It's really, really nice out there. Yesterday was fantastic. Once we got done with all that rain and with all the beautiful rain, hopefully things are going to get nice and green out there. And if you do need to cut the grass, today and tomorrow are going to be the best chance for it, just because the humidity is going to be making a return. We'll get to that in a second. Let's just enjoy the beautiful weather we have out there. Clear skies. We've dropped down another degree here in town, down to 53, 47 right now in Kerrville, 49 Hondo, and 51 up the road in Bulverde. Like I said, very dry air, very low humidity, really comfortable out there. Not much of a breeze. We've got all the ingredients for some radiational cooling, which is why we are definitely on the cool side of things. Right now, about 5 or so below normal across the board, and we'll even drop down a couple of more notches before it's all said and done. Oh, just when we thought we were kind of, really dropping down, we only had 800 or so a couple of days ago, and then yesterday it went up to almost 2,900. Mold and pecan are both on the moderate side. Of course, the updated count's going to come out a little bit later on this morning. Nothing but sunshine out there today. Nice big warm up throughout the morning. We'll already make it up to 72 at noon, and then tack on another 10 degrees, 82 high temperature, normal high 80. Right about where we should be. Like I said, tomorrow's going to be another fantastic day. Then we start to see some changes for the weekend. And then next week, of course, we are right. Fiesta's 1 week from today, believe it or not. And we'll talk about some of the early things we might expect for Fiesta. Here's a hint, hot and humid. Details coming up. Traffic Authority, RJ, what's the latest on that incident over there in the east side?
Mike, yeah, things not looking great. And of course, as we get into our 6 o'clock hour, we are seeing more people on the roadways right now. So if you are about to head out, for all of our folks listening or watching us right now on the east side of town, I-10 westbound, that remains shut down there, right there at the Loop 410 interchange. This is right there in between Loop 410 and North WW White Road for all of our folks coming in from that part of the city of San Antonio. So if you're coming in, headed towards the Frostbank Center, going to definitely run into some of the traffic that we're seeing right now. So an 18-wheeler around 3 o'clock this morning reportedly crashed, went off the side of the road, and part of the issue has been not only was there a fuel spill out there, so crews had to clean that up, but apparently this trailer was carrying thousands of pounds of produce. So that has been a process just to transfer that produce from one trailer to the other one safely, and we do see that it is still causing for the I-10 westbound lanes there at 410 to be shut down at the moment. Let's take a look at our maps and see that this is, again, a developing situation here. 9 miles per hour for all of our drivers coming in from the Ackerman Road area. If you're coming even further back from Foster Road, about 21 miles. So you will definitely run into some of this mess here. Traffic is being diverted off to the Loop 410 access road. So at least we are still getting our drivers to 410, which of course is a major highway there in that part of the east side of town. We will continue to follow the latest and get you more information on that one. We do want to remind people that construction is back. We got a little bit of reprieve, not only the eclipse, but some of those storms that rolled through. So there was no construction past couple of days on the northeast side, but we have that all the way back there. Topper Wine, all the way to Pat Booker, have some work being done there. But southbound lanes of 35 right there, Live Oak, all the way from basically Agora Parkway down to Topper Wine Road for our southbound drivers. Still some major backups in that area right now. The rest of the city, everything else is looking good. Again, biggest thing that we're following right now, I-10 westbound at Loop 410. On the east side of town, that is closed at the moment due to an 18-wheeler crash. Mark and Erica, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. Right now, we want to get to late breaking news. This is a live look at the scene over on the west side. San Antonio police on the scene of a reported shooting call.
Yeah, it is happening on Sugarloaf Drive near Hunt Lane and Ingram Road. Details are limited, but we can tell you the call came in around 5:30. As you can see here, there are several police units at the scene. We don't have much more information beyond that, but it is still an active scene. We'll bring you the latest as we learn it.
New this morning, San Antonio police say a 10-year-old boy was hurt in a road rage shooting overnight. It happened around 10 p.m. last night near our airport. Two parents and their 3 kids were driving on the access road of Loop 410 between Nacogdoches and Broadway. And that's when police say a driver in a dark-colored Mercedes started acting aggressively around them, and someone fired 3 to 4 gunshots at the family's SUV. The family was able to escape and call police. EMS found that the 10-year-old was hit in the leg by a ricocheted bullet. He was given a bandage and was able to go home. San Antonio police are still looking for the suspect.
The stage is being set for a possible legal battle between Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez and Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. The Bexar County Commissioner's Court says Gonzalez can use $50 grand to hire outside counsel to fight a proposed new rule from the state AG's office if it goes through. That rule would require district and county attorneys to provide additional reporting to the AG's office when it comes to cases wherein local DAs and county attorneys don't indict people who commit violent crimes. The state AG says these issues are in the public interest. Under the rule, if the local DAs and county attorneys don't comply, the AG can get rid of them. The Bexar County DA's office has released a statement saying, in part, quote, complying with the Attorney General's proposed rules would cost local taxpayers an exorbitant amount of money. Pulling prosecutors out of courtrooms to review years-old cases in conference rooms makes no sense, especially when we are seeing tremendous success in prosecution of cases. Add to that the requirement that we send sensitive information regarding victims to a state agency who can then release the information at will, and you have a recipe for disaster, end quote.
The Bexar County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help finding the person driving this yellow car you see right there. The man they're looking for allegedly exposed himself to a child, then chased after that child, who eventually made it into a house. This all happened on a street called Jesse Bowman over on the city's west side. If you know anything that could help deputies find the person they're looking for, call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office.
A man accused of murder is off the streets and at the Atascosa County Jail. An arrest record show this isn't his first run-in with the law. 37-year-old Joseph Olivari is accused of shooting and killing 34-year-old Joshua Cuellar during a fight at the 210 Sports Cantina in San Antonio on March 14th. Arrest records state Crime Stoppers received tips from 2 callers stating Olivari was bragging about the shooting and how he, quote, killed a man days after it happened. Investigators say shell casings found at the scene link Olivari to 2 other shootings late last year, and earlier this year he was taken into custody in Pleasanton.
A San Antonio couple charged in a deadly dog attack last year is trying to blame Animal Care Services for what happened. In February of last year, 80-year-old Ramon Nahara was killed after 2 dogs owned by Christian Moreno and Abilene Schneider attacked him. It was revealed in court yesterday that ACS detained the dogs for bite incidents before the attack. On the stand, Schneider said ACS did not give her further instructions or guidelines to follow.
I asked every person I spoke to that day, what else do I need to do? And they didn't tell me nothing. They said just make sure King and Snow do not lick their wounds, get them wet. Other than that, they're good. They can go home.
This case is set to go to trial in early September.
Shiner Brewery owner and San Antonio philanthropist Carlos Alvarez has died at age 73. Alvarez was a native of Mexico who moved his family to San Antonio. Since then, he and his family have given back to the community with several generous contributions. UTSA renamed its business school after Alvarez's $20 million donation to the university. You can read more about Alvarez and his many contributions right now on KSAT.com.
In your morning headlines, U.S. officials are warning Israel of an imminent attack by Iran in the coming days. Iran has vowed to retaliate for an airstrike last week over in Syria, which killed 2 generals. Israel has not admitted responsibility, but Pentagon officials say Israel was behind the airstrike. President Biden, has promised Israel ironclad U.S. support if Iran attacks. Meanwhile, negotiations for a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas may have hit another big snag. Hamas now says it does not have enough hostages in custody to meet the terms of the proposed deal. The trial for Chad Daybell, the alleged doomsday cult leader accused of murdering his ex-wife and his second wife's children, is now underway in the state of Idaho.
As ABC's Andrea Fuji explains, the trial comes nearly a year after his second wife was convicted of murdering her two youngest children.
Dramatic opening statements in the triple murder trial of Chad Daybell. Prosecutors claiming Daybell did not let anything stand in his way.
His desire for sex, money, and power led him to pursue those ambitions. And this pursuit led to the deaths of his wife and Lori's two innocent children.
Daybell is accused of murdering his first wife, Tammy Daybell, in 2019. He's also charged in the deaths of 16-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old J.J. Vallow, the children of Lori Vallow, whom he married less than 3 weeks after his first wife's death. Daybell wrote several books about doomsday events. He met Vallow at a religious conference in 2018. Prosecutors say the two began sharing apocalyptic beliefs and labeled anyone who stood in their way as dark spirits or zombies.
This narrative gave them the pretext to remove people from this world for their own good.
When Vallow's children were reported missing in 2019, Chad and Lori were found in Hawaii, appearing to enjoy themselves. Daybell has pleaded not guilty. His attorney insists there is no way to determine how Tammy Daybell died and claims Lori Vallow manipulated Chad into having an extramarital affair.
Lori Vallow comes up, and she starts giving him a lot of attention, and she pursued him. And she encouraged him.
And the defense argues it was Lori Vallow's brother, Alex Cox, who killed the two children. Cox died in 2019.
Whenever there was a problem or a threat to Lori Vallow, you'll hear testimony that Alex Cox came to the rescue.
Chad Daybell's trial is expected to last 9 weeks. Prosecutors want the death penalty. Lori Vallow is already serving life in prison for killing her two kids and conspiring to kill Tammy Daybell. Andrea Fuji, ABC News, New York.
6:11, 56 degrees.
After the break, there's just 2 games left for the Spurs before the season wraps up. We've got highlights from their final road game.
Outside with live cam in the mid-50s this morning. That would be on the cool side, but there's some humidity out there, so it's not too bad this morning. But do dress for the weather. Taking a live look at the airport and that traffic on 410. RJ still tracking that incident regarding some produce on I-10 over on the east side. 6:15, the Spurs faced Oklahoma City on the road last night without Wemby, without Keldon, Jeremy, Devin, and Chetty, and it showed. Thunder scored the first 11 points and never looked back. First quarter, Trey Jones, with the ball being patient, stops and uses the screen and then feeds to Zach Collins for the alley-oop jam. Thunder led Spurs 68-35 at halftime. Ouch. Third quarter, Devontae Graham feeds to Raekwon Gray, who passes it to Sidi Suzuka for a cool reverse and one. OKC led start to finish and led by as many as 42 points. Spurs dropped their final road game of this season, 127-89. Zach Collins led the Silver and Black with 20 points. So the Spurs will host the final 2 games of the season at Frostbank Center. The Denver Nuggets are in town tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, followed by the Detroit Pistons coming up on Sunday.
Yay.
Yay.
Go
Season's
Spurs, go.
Almost over. Almost over.
Still a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
It was a rough season, but get him next year.
Yeah, absolutely. 6:16 right now.
Yes, we're going to go to RJ now, who has an update for us on the accident over there on 410 and I-10.
Yeah, guys, I checked in on that game second quarter, and they were down by like 35. I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. I'm just going to move on with the rest of my evening here. All right, let's take a look here at this big mess here. I-10 westbound, actually at 410. But again, this is on the east side of town, affecting all of our traffic for our drivers coming in from the Ackerman Road area, from the Foster Road area, people coming in to the Sam Houston High School area. We have got a big mess here, and just got off the phone with TransGuide right now. They said that this will hopefully be cleared out within the next hour or so. So what happened? 18-wheeler crashed around 3 o'clock this morning. It was carrying thousands of pounds of produce, also had a fuel spill out there, so they cleared out the fuel spill. But the big issue here has been trying to remove some of those products, which included some perishables as well, some frozen foods, onto another trailer to get that out of the way. As we take a look at our maps, and we have a pretty pretty good backup here. Again, things just getting worse here for our drivers, all the way backed up to Foster Road to Ackerman Road. One good bit of good news is that you can still exit off of 410. So if you get on 410, that would be fine. You don't need to exit Foster to come all the way around this mess. A couple other things to let you know about. Stalled vehicle 281 northbound Baskey Road for all of our folks in the Almost Park area and the west side of town. Getting a little bit busy now. I-10 east, or excuse me, 90 east at 410. And we also have a stalled vehicle 90 westbound at Couples Road. So things certainly getting very busy out there, guys, as we get through our 6 o'clock hour.
If you're coming in from like Seguin, everything comes to a screeching halt.
Right there at Foster Road. Yeah, not fun.
Thanks, RJ.
Not at all.
If you had the air conditioning on in the car yesterday and it's still on when you start the car this morning,
No.
that would be a little bit of a rude awakening because it's chilly out there. So, okay.
I'm good.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you necessarily have to warm up the car this morning, or the bus, but yeah, jacket and a sweatshirt's a pretty good idea. We're going to bottom out at 50 degrees, and then one of those days where we have a huge warm up. Again, 30, 35 degrees throughout the day, an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous afternoon, up to 82. All right. Have you ever seen those pictures where somebody's like caught off guard and really surprised?
We do it every day here at KSAT.
Okay. Look that up in the dictionary, like surprise, and look at this guy. Like, huh?
They're
That's
adorable.
called you thought we didn't get along, but we do get along.
Buddies.
Yeah, exactly. So I love that picture. It almost doesn't even look real. So thank you very much. And yeah, his best friend, the feral cat out there. It's great looking. All right. Beautiful view out there. It's going to be a spectacular sunrise this morning. And we are right now, obviously, into almost at the end of the second week of April. Normal high temperature 80. Normal low is 57. That's the average temperatures. By the way, fourth wettest month on average is the month of April. We obviously got some great rain the other day. 83 by the end of the month and 62. So we'll gain as far as high temperatures, maybe 1.5 degrees or so per day as far as the average high is concerned. So keep those two numbers, or all of these numbers, sort of in mind as we look at the Climate Prediction Center and what the latest is, 6 to 10 day outlook. Now, this is just kind of leaning a little bit maybe toward above normal precipitation. This would be next week and then going into the following Tuesday on April 23rd. And that same time period, definitely on the warm side of things is what Climate Prediction Center is looking at. Then go a little bit further on into April 25th. And yeah, maybe a couple of extra showers here and there. Definitely not any big rain events as it's looking right now. And then once again, temperatures leaning slightly, want to be on the slightly warm side of things. Yesterday was definitely not on the warm side. 74 here in town, but we did get up to 87 in Laredo and then 79 there at Pleasanton. Today, a little bit different story. We're going to be up into the mid 80s, and it's going to be just an absolutely fantastic day. Now, as far as the humidity, it's going to start to increase. So nice today, nice tomorrow. Saturday, yeah, you start to notice the humidity a bit more. Then we get into the Sunday and Monday, and the humidity is definitely going to be sticking around as we get on into next week. It's going to be definitely warm and humid. So next couple of days, absolutely spectacular. Once again, it's going to be another chilly morning tomorrow, and then we are going to make it up to the mid 80s by the weekend. A lot more humidity around here, as well as next week. And there are even some indications of being even a little bit hotter than that some of those days next week as well, with plenty of humidity.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to go there.
So like the confetti is gonna like
I know that's
stick on you.
It's bad enough somebody breaks a customer and you find
Now it's
little
just
little
stuck.
confetti about 3-4 weeks later, and then it's like. But that's called fiesta.
That's fiesta. That's fiesta fun right there. 621, 56 degrees.
We'll be right back.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Costco Gold Rush.
My mind was blown when we saw what the price was set at.
With the price of gold on the rise, Costco customers turning to gold bars for investment.
We bought that bar for $2,069.99, and the end of day spot for gold that day was $2,072.04. So we really paid only about $3 over spot.
Experts saying gold usually increases in value over time.
The idea is that holding on to gold will increase in value. Based on the last couple of years, gold has been on a tear and has been increasing tenfold.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on the gold bar frenzy and what you need to know before you buy and what happens when you want to sell. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
In case you missed it last night, we have a new KSAT Explains. When you hear words like deductible, copay, premium, you're not alone when you feel like cringing. Health insurance is not easy to decipher, but we all have to do it.
Sometimes not just the consumer is a bit confused.
In a new KSAT Explains, we're giving you a video breakdown of all the terms that get thrown at you when it comes to health insurance, what they mean, and the different types of plans that are being offered. That's available right now on KSAT.com.
All really good information to really know about, because I'm the same way. I'm like, what's going on, huh?
It is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Your time now is 6:26 on this Thursday morning.
Let's check out TransGuide right now. If you're coming into San Antonio on I-10 from the eastern part of Bexar County, you're going to run into a big slowdown as you approach Loop 410. This incident's been going all morning so far, and RJ will have an update coming up a little bit later on. Outside with live cam. Good morning. Let's see how things are looking out there. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Yeah, beautiful start to the day out there. We'll talk to Mike in a second.
All right.
And Erica's here this morning.
You can stop now.
Wow. You like it when the filmmaker starts, you can set some.
You can stop.
Well, what it is it's the old morning producer in her telling
yes,
you
like,
kind
wrap
of
it
wrap
up.
it up.
Wrap it up.
You want to run in the control room and yell in my ear?
I'll be right back. I'll give you a little time, though.
Once a producer, always a producer.
There you go.
Anyway, yes, absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure 99.9% of the people watching right now were agreeing with you, Erica. Buddy of mine just said if you look off to the east very quickly, and it can't be a lot of ambient light out there, Saturn and Mars are almost right on top of each other, just off in the eastern sky. Try to see it here in downtown. I think there's a little bit too much in the way of some ambient light. And then if we can see it before the sun kind of comes up a little bit more, Venus is right in line. That's going to be coming up as well. Venus, of course, if things work out properly, it's the brightest object in the night sky, besides the moon, obviously. But hey, it is going to be just a spectacular sunrise out there. 53 degrees. Yep, grab a jacket. It's chilly. Dew point stands at 44. Still got a lot of dry air in place. A little bit of a breeze out there. Really, really nice morning. Down to 46 in Kerrville, 51 Bulverde, as well as Rio Medina, and some 55s there. New Braunfels, as well as at Randolph. Everybody's got the dry air. It's going to be sticking around for today, for tomorrow as well. Oak, not giving up yet. It was lower, not still on the high side, but lower the past couple of days, and then went up yesterday, almost up to 2,900. Mold and pecan are both on the moderate side. So cool morning, nice afternoon. Do it all again tomorrow. A couple of high afternoon clouds out there. And then we get into the weekend. Humidity is going to start to work its way back in here. You'll start to notice it a lot more Saturday and definitely on Sunday. Also, the clouds are going to be increasing. And then we go into next week, and that's pretty much the way it's going to be staying next week. We'll have some clouds hanging around here. It's going to be very warm, very humid, and in some cases, just basically hot and humid. Maybe a couple of showers here or there, then leaning toward the latter portion of next week. We'll get it all sorted out in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority. Well, I wish the traffic was as nice as the sunrise.
No, yeah, definitely not right now, Mike. Yeah, so we are not getting any relief out there for our drivers on the east side of town. Take a look behind me. I-10 West still shut down right there at Loop 410, basically for all of our drivers coming into from the Seguin area, from the Foster Road area, from the Ackerman Road area. This is going to be a pretty significant thing that you're going to run into as we make our way through the rest of our 6:30 half hour. I want to show you another shot here, just the backup that we're seeing. This is our camera there, I-10 westbound at Bicentennial. Foster Road's a little bit further back, but you already see some of this it's basically looking like a parking lot out there at this point. Very stop and go traffic. So if you are coming in from that part of town, all of our folks that maybe are going into the Sam Houston High School area, this is going to be a pretty significant delay that you're going to run into right now. So traffic is still being diverted off to the access road of 410, but again, significant delays here going as far back to Foster Road in that area. Want to let you know about some other trouble spots. We do see a stalled vehicle being reported 90 westbound, Couples Road, and a little bit further out on the far west side there, we have another stalled vehicle 90 eastbound at Loop 410. Northwest side of town, we have a stalled vehicle being reported I-10 westbound at La Cantera Parkway over there on the northwest side. But again, biggest thing we're seeing right now, I-10 West still shut down. At last check, it was still going to be about 45 minutes before they cleared out that 18-wheeler that is causing this big mess out there for our drivers on the east side. Mark and Erica, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. We want to get back to late breaking news. This is a live look at the scene over on the west side of town. San Antonio police on the scene of a reported shooting call. This is happening on Sugarloaf Drive near Hunt Lane and Ingram Road.
Details are limited, but we can tell you the call came in around 5:30. As you can see here, there are several police units at the scene. It is still an active scene. We will bring you the latest as we learn it.
On to other local news. San Antonio police are asking for victims to come forward after the arrest of a man who is facing sexual assault charges. SAPD says 30-year-old Chong Yon Mounts created a fake Tinder profile and started an online relationship with the victim, pretending to be someone else. Investigators say back in December, he convinced her to meet him at a motel in the 3900 block of East Houston Street on the east side. When she realized he wasn't the man she recognized from pictures, and when she asked him to stop, the suspect allegedly sexually assaulted her. Right now, investigators think the suspect has done this before and has stolen from other victims.
As many as 3 people are facing charges in connection to a raid on a property where marijuana, stolen cars, and guns were found by the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. Deputies made the discovery yesterday while serving a warrant at the home. It's in the Five Palms neighborhood on Port Victoria Street, not far from Quintana Road and Loop 410. Sheriff Javier Salazar says the team had been watching the property for some time.
It's quite possible that they were going to be used to commit crimes here locally, but additionally, we've got some information that some of these weapons were making their way south. In other words, going across the border to Mexico.
Salazar says some of the guns had been altered to make them fully automatic weapons. He says the team also found a small amount of marijuana, several stolen cars, and police gear. Investigators think the gear was stolen from a school police officer's car.
Looking ahead, there are several big stories we're following today. First up, your input is needed for the San Antonio City Charter. The public feedback session will be this afternoon, 5:30 p.m. over at Central Library here in the downtown area. The city is looking for ideas about how to amend the city's charter in several areas, including how long city council can stay in office and be paid. We'll also be discussing city council districts and redistricting. If you can't make it in person, you can call 311 to leave comments by phone or visit saspeakup.com.
San Antonio City Council will also be voting on privatizing parking at the San Antonio International Airport. It would be part of a 10-year contract with SP Plus. City officials say the group will be able to better manage the airport's 2 parking garages and 3 surface lots to maximize revenue. It will offer new options like the ability to reserve spaces in advance and discounted prices during non-peak times. The contractor handles parking and shuttle services at about 160 U.S. airports already.
Today, the world's biggest summit is happening. It's focused on a genetic condition that causes tumors to grow on nerves. Short name for the condition is NF, and it affects 1 in every 2,000 people. All those patients are born with it, but some don't show symptoms until they're young adults. The NF Summit will be today through Saturday. We have more information on KSAT.com.
Also today, the Binational Obesity and Metabolic Symposium. UT Health San Antonio is hosting the event focused on health. The event is free, but you do need to register. Doctors will be available to talk about how to prevent and treat obesity and metabolic diseases. Information about this one is also on our website. Tonight on the Night Beat, you'll meet a woman who has battled diabetes and cancer, and she wants you to hear her story. We had the pleasure of meeting Virginia Cortez. In the last 8 years, she found out she had diabetes and cancer. She is a warrior and has learned things about her health that can help you. For one, did you know that people with diabetes have a stronger chance of getting cancer?
Had I not had diabetes, could I have prevented the cancer? I don't know.
Tonight on the Night Beat, you'll hear from Virginia and a specialist who tells us how we can stay healthy.
April is Autism Acceptance Month, or Autism Awareness Month, and next week we'll be hosting a KSAT community town hall called Understanding Autism. Guests will be joining our Tiffany Huertas to answer any questions you might have, help raise awareness, and promote acceptance. You can tune into the next town hall next Tuesday at 2 p.m. on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or the KSAT YouTube channel. The town hall will then be followed by a walk for autism on April 20th over at Palo Alto College.
Happening tomorrow, our KSAT community partners are hosting a phone bank on Friday, April 12th, benefiting Project Men. The goal of the phone bank is raising money for medical mobility equipment like scooters and wheelchairs. During the phone bank, you can also ask about the Viva Mobility Resource Fair happening on Sunday, April 14th at Morgan Sports Complex. The phone bank is this Friday, April 12th from noon until 7 p.m.
Time check, 6:38, 56 degrees.
Just ahead, we're getting you ready for the San Antonio Book Festival this weekend. After the break, we'll meet a best-selling author who's showcasing the final book of his popular fantasy series.
6:42, welcome back and good morning. Nearly 100 authors will be at the San Antonio Book Festival this weekend, including New York Times #1 best-selling fantasy author Kazu Kibuishi.
Yeah, he's showcasing his 9th and final book of the Amulet series. Kibuishi started drawing when he was 5 years old and has now been writing and illustrating for over 20 years. The inspiration for his Amulet series comes from reading the Japanese manga series Gnostic of the Valley of the Wind and graphic novel Bone. He says growing up in the 90s and being inspired by movies from Steven Spielberg and George Lucas also gave him some creative direction. Amulet is a graphic novel series that follows two kids, Emily and Naveen, who have to rescue their mom after she is taken by a creature and pulled into a fantasy world called Aledia. Both Emily and Naveen not only save their mom, but others around them. While the series started in 2008, its creator hopes it can still be enjoyed by all readers.
I always anticipated that a new generation of readers showing up nearly every year. I'm used to it. I've seen kids just learn to read on these books, and that's my job. So I'm the guy at the door to the library or to the bookstore or to books in general, and I'm just showing people that behind every book behind potentially many books, there's a really great story, and then hopefully they can understand it and enjoy it like everyone else.
This will be his first time attending the San Antonio Book Festival. He will be speaking around 2 p.m. Saturday at the UTSA Southwest campus. The family-friendly event is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, you can visit our KSAT community page on KSAT.com.
6:44, I'm almost afraid to ask RJ how bad that big backup is now coming in on I-10 from the east side.
Yeah, it's not good. And so we are going now on about 4 hours since this crash, 18-wheeler crash there. I-10 westbound at Loop 410 for all of our drivers on the east side of town. So if you're headed in right now from the Ackerman Road area, Foster Road area, even going all the way to Bicentennial Road area, you're going to run into some major delays out there for all of our folks, even headed towards Sam Houston High School right now. Keep this one in mind. 18-wheelers still there. They're transporting produce and perishables from one trailer to the other one. That is what is causing this major delay out there, and now backing up all the way to, it looks like Woodlake Parkway now, in fact. So a significant backup here here. 5 miles per hour as we get closer to Foster Road, 14 miles per hour as we get closer to Ackerman Road. Loop 410, that's going to be the access road. That's still available right now for our drivers going on 410 from I-10, but again, causing some major delays in that area. And hopefully, again, this has been kind of touch and go. They can get this cleared out within the next maybe 30 minutes or so, but it looks like it's still taking some time out there. 90 westbound at Couples Road, we have a stalled vehicle there, and then we also have another stall 90 eastbound at Loop 410 for all of our folks on the west side of town, and that's kind of the biggest things that we're seeing right now. Again, just keeping an eye on things on the east side there for all of our folks in that area. Of course, we have people coming in from Converse area all the way in from Seguin. So yeah, it's looking at about a 40-minute delay or backup right now for a lot of drivers in that area. Not fun to be in that traffic mess this morning.
Same old Sam. I mean, it's been that way we've been on the air an hour 46 minutes.
Yeah, and this thing again reported around 3 o'clock this morning. So there was a fuel spill involved. They got that cleared out, but now just trying to transport the stuff in the trailer to them. Yeah.
And a lot of times, I mean, you can't use big equipment to do that. It's almost just, manpower.
Yeah, and then especially when it's dark outside, it's hard to really kind of get an idea of what you're looking at. So good luck out there.
Patience. Yes. All right, take a look at this picture. And this was absolutely spectacular yesterday. We had a couple of clouds left over, and I love what Mr. McClellan says. Amazing how a cloud blocking the sun at Woodlawn Lake is just and can be just so captivating. Yep, it can be. Thank you very much for that picture. That's a great looking one. And speaking of captivating, the sunrise this morning. Sun's going to be popping over the horizon not too much longer. And look at the blue skies out there. It is going to be just a picture perfect kind of a day. We are going to warm up very nicely. Bottom out at 52 degrees. We're at 53 right now. So definitely on the cool side of things, cool side of normal. But boy, once that sun gets a little higher in the sky, things are going to warm up quickly. So we'll gain 20 degrees by noon. Nothing but sunshine all day long. And then we'll top off at 82. High temperature, normal high is 80, basically right where it should be. And this is all when you gain 30 or more degrees throughout the course of the day from the low to the high. Good indication that we've got some very dry air in place, and that is definitely the situation right now. Not a cloud in the sky on the satellite picture as of right now. And well, first of all, this is what we had the other night. This big storm system, this continued to produce severe weather yesterday in the deep south, and that's going to continue to work its way to the east. If you have any travel plans, deep south, mid-south, up around the Great Lakes, and then east of there, and some of the bigger hubs right there around Atlanta, and then even going in toward North Carolina, say into Detroit, you're going to want to definitely check ahead as far as any travel plans there, and then further off to the east. Now, upstream for us, there's nothing going on out there. Just fantastic weather for the next couple of days. Humidity remains low today, and for the most part tomorrow, yes, it's going to be pretty much a repeat of today. We'll see a few high clouds late in the day, and then the humidity comes in here over the weekend, and definitely by next week, it's going to be warm / hot and humid around here. Here's what's going on. There's the big upper low. This is what brought the rain to us, those severe storms, and now we're on the backside of this. Nice northwesterly airflow in the atmosphere. Beautiful weather in a situation like this. That slides off to the east by the weekend. We get this ridge to start to build in here, and also this southwesterly flow, which means you get a lot of those high clouds kind of hanging around here. That's pretty much going to be the situation starting later Saturday, Sunday into next week. That next low is going to try and work its way through here, but it's going to be a little bit too far up to the north to really do us any good. Maybe just a couple of stray showers, thunderstorm here and there next week. Not any big deal. But one thing for sure, all the cold stuff stays up there to the north, and we are going to be staying on the hot side going into next week. So today, tomorrow, great days. Get out and enjoy it today. 82, same thing tomorrow. Another cool start tomorrow. And then we get into the weekend weekend, and the humidity comes back on in here as well as next week. Hot and humid. Again, maybe a stray little shower here and there. We're just going to have to keep a close eye on late next week as far as any rain chances, but still a week away.
Still a week away. So fingers crossed it doesn't
Right.
impede on the start of Fiesta.
Right.
Yeah.
How's this morning been? Fairly painless working with us?
Yeah, so far.
Okay,
Not
good.
too bad.
Good.
Not too bad yet.
Still 10 minutes to go.
We can still do.
Outside with Live Cam, beautiful sunrise. We'll be back.
Good morning. It's great to be with you. Coming up here on GMA, we're following the violent storms, the tornadoes, the flash flooding along the Gulf Coast. We've got a team there, and I'll be tracking the latest. Also, the new gold rush at Costco, why so many people are buying gold bars at the warehouse store. And an exclusive first look at a new documentary that helps answer the question, how your teenager thinks. Also, a little moment of zen, the first time baby penguins dive into the water from a cliff for their first swim. You'll see it all on GMA.
New details on the late-breaking news we've been following this morning on the west side of town. We have learned a man was shot while driving. Police tell us he drove to a home on Sugarloaf Drive near Hunt Lane and Ingram Road. We are told he was shot in the hip and is expected to be okay. So far, there is no suspect information. The countdown continues for Fiesta 2024. Here's a look at our clock.
We're officially 7 days, 9 hours, and 6 minutes away from Fiesta. This year's event is at the Alamo Dome on April 18th.
If you like to ride in a Fiesta parade, get your phone handy and scan the QR code on your screen. Then tell us what you love about the Battle of Flowers parade to enter for a chance to ride on a float and show your shoes. The Battle of Flowers parade is Friday, April 26th.
And if you register to become a KSAT Insider, you can access our KSAT Fiesta parties. So scan the QR code from there. You can buy tickets for our Insider Fiesta parties at the day and night parades. You can find all this information right now at KSAT.com.
This weekend, San Antonio's Pets Alive is celebrating Fiesta with an adoption special. Fees for all dogs and puppies who are adopted from Sapa's Rescue Center on Marbach Road this weekend will be waived. Right now, there are tons of animals who are looking for a home.
And we wanted to remind you, all animals adopted from San Antonio Pets Alive are up to date on vaccinations. They've been spayed or neutered and microchipped. The special is this weekend only.
Yeah, let's go right back to RJ with an last update on that accident there on 10 and 14.
I saw Mike doing a little dance there, so he's getting ready there for Fiesta off camera. Okay, guys, I-10 westbound still shut down at 410 for all of our drivers coming in from Ackerman Road, Foster Road, Bicentennial. That area, basically 410 in between 1604. You're about to run into some significant traffic if you're about to step outside. For all of our folks coming into Sam Houston High School, keep this one in mind. We had an 18-wheeler crash. This has been an ongoing situation, at least 4 hours. That crews have been out there. Traffic backed up all the way to Wood Lake Parkway right now. I-10 West still shut down. A couple stalled vehicles, 90 at Couples, and also I-10 at Hildebrand. And that's kind of what we're looking at in traffic. Mike?
Things that happen off camera are meant to be left off camera, RJ. So anyway, gorgeous sunrise this morning. And it is chilly out there. 52 degrees right now here in town. 51 Bulverde, 40s in the hill country. Gorgeous, gorgeous day today. 82 high temperature, low humidity. Spectacular again tomorrow. Humidity comes back on in here, and it's going to be warm and humid going into next week.
Erica, I've enjoyed anchoring with you for the first time.
I know, and it's not over. I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to be here for the 9 o'clock show, right?
And the 9 o'clock show, yes.
All right.
I can join you for one more hour.
Fantastic. Good way to end the week. Thanks so much for watching. Good Morning America is coming up next right here on KSAT 12.